And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Let's go. All right, Randy. Hey, we got four down. Let's go.
On second down now, Adams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On third down, Wilson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
Now Wilson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Riley completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fresh set of downs here. They run with Ajayi. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Riley. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down and 4. From the gun, Riley. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw. Riley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he's got some space here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can run to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This is caught. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Riley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A final shot before break. Riley. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here on 2nd down. Adams. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. In not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Riley, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. the gun, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he's got it up and through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They'll run on first down. Adams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Adams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on first down. Riley. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Riley. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down. Adams. And now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd down following the run. They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Back to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Adams. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.